I'm Brad Fetters from Chippewa Valley Cable Television, welcoming you to our 2023 Volleyball Preview Show. We recently went out to practices at both of our district high schools, Chippewa Valley and Dakota, to interview the coaches and captains to find out their thoughts on the upcoming season. But first, let's take a look back at last season by examining the Macomb Area Conference standings. We start out with the MAC Blue and our Chippewa Valley Big Reds. They captured the league title with an 8-2 record, one match better than Port Huron. Warren Woods Tower and Lakeview finished with identical 5-5 records, good enough for a tie for third place. The St. Clair Saints finished with a 4-6 mark, while the Port Huron Northern Huskies struggled to a 1-9 league record. Dakota also had reason to celebrate as they also came away with hardware in the form of a league title last season. They won a perfect 10-0 in the MAC's top league, the Red. It was the second straight MAC Red title for the Cougars as they co-shared the championship with Anchor Bay in 2021. The Tars finished last season at 7-3, which was good enough for a runner-up finish. Eisenhower went 5-5, while Marysville finished at 4-6. The L'Anse Creuse North Crusaders completed the regular season at 3-7, while the Romeo Bulldogs finished in last at 1-9. The MAC divisional opponents will remain the same as it is year 2 of the biennial alignment. We start out our coverage now with the Chippewa Valley Big Reds. Last season's league title was the first for Chippewa Valley in 29 years. The team was also honored by the Michigan Interscholastic Volleyball Coaches Association for their achievement in the classroom. The team was given an All-Academic Team Award for their GPA of 3.85. It is the 4th straight year the Big Reds have achieved this recognition. Chris Hull is back as the head coach at Chippewa Valley. We recently caught up with him and his captains to preview the upcoming season and what it means to them to be a Big Red.
I think last year kind of caught us by surprise. Like, we knew we were going to be pretty competitive, but the girls started off with the league. I mean, we were 4-0 starting off from the get-go, and that team really clicked together, so they just kept the confidence and rolled right through the rest of the season.
Coach Hall coached us through an amazing season, and I think last season was one of my best seasons I've had.
We worked really well as a team. We had very good connection with one another. We made sure that was a big part of it, and I think that connection definitely played out on the court, and you could definitely tell with the way we won our MAC that year.
The expectations are set also very high now just because we have a lot of returners from last season.
I think our expectations are a little bit higher. We got 5 seniors and 6 returners coming back that are full of confidence, which I think is going to help us out in every match this year.
Definitely start off strong with the connection with the team, like I said. If we just get everybody close together, we can work really well together. We all have the skill, it's just connection that we got to get.
Hoping to step up the plate again and try to win another MAC. The match that I'm really looking forward to playing is in our first match, first day of school, Warren Woods Tower, and they're a really competitive team, and last year it was a very tough game. It went to 5 sets.
Tower's going to be very good. Port Huron's going to be very good. Lakeview's got some returning starters too.
I'm definitely looking forward to playing Lakeview. We've played them a lot over the summer. It definitely will be our most competitive match this year, so I'm excited.
We're all pretty much going to be on the same level as we were last year, so it's going to be competitive. It's not going to be a whole lot of 3-0 sweeps this year. I'm actually looking forward to the Warren Woods Tower opener. We played them up at Ferris State. They're a very, very good team. That is a tough league opener, and I think we can set the tone for the rest of our league if we come out and play well against them. That's going to be great to have. This is probably one of my more athletic teams I had, so we can do a lot of things, and they feel confident in doing a lot of things. If somebody unfortunately might get hurt, I got another backup that's just as good.
Talk a little bit about both of your captains.
Bree is our libero, our head DS. She's a very active girl, full of energy, lots of confidence. She's going to be a nice leader on and off the court. She's like the focal part of our team.
throughout my entire volleyball career. I've always tried to have the most energy, be a leader. So I think to actually have that come to life, it's proud of myself for it.
Delaney was my best right side hitter last year, and we needed to have a setter this year. And she was more than willing to do that in the off season. She's done a whole lot of great work. I give her all the credit in the world from turning into a setter as a senior, where she hasn't been a setter for us at all. Even though it's just going to be 1 year, but she's going to be a great setter for us this year.
It means really a lot to me just because it's a lot to be like a captain. You have to always talk to your people, you always have to be a leader. I think it's really a good feeling to know that you're named one of those people on the team. Coach Hall really believes in us. He always pushes us more and more every day to be more of a better volleyball player.
He definitely puts us to work and make sure we got our A game on.
He really works with everybody as a team. He doesn't discourage people. He always brings everybody together, and we really work well together.
He always just looks out for us and makes sure we're doing our best and giving it our all.
What does it mean to you to be a Big Red?
To be a leader, you're always helping your friends, you're pushing people.
It means a lot. I mean, it's a big shoe to fill this year, especially to come back as MAC champions. So very proud. It's fun. I love working with all these girls, Coach Hall.
Well, I've been teaching here for 28 years, and I love being in charge of the program, getting all the girls involved. I love the responsibility. It's nice to be able to run a program and have the girls buy into what you're trying to do.
You want to believe in people, you want to trust them, and I think being a Big Red is a really good feeling.
Three opportunities to see the Big Reds in action on Chippewa Valley Cable Television, as we will broadcast their match against the St. Clair Saints on September 20th. We will also have their home contest against the Red Hawks of Port Huron on October 11th, as well as the MAC Blue Tilt against the Port Huron Northern Huskies on October 24th. We wish the Big Reds good luck this season and hope they have what it takes to repeat as champions of the MAC Blue. We now turn our attention to the Dakota Cougars, who captured not only a MAC Red championship, but a district title win over L'Anse Creuse North. The Cougars saw their season end in the regional finals to eventual state champion Bloomfield Hills Marion in straight sets. Dakota welcomes in a familiar face to a new role as Melissa Criteser takes over as the varsity program's head coach after previously coaching the freshman team. Here's what she and the Dakota captains had to say as they prepare for the upcoming season.
Last season, I think we had a really good group of girls.
We had a lot of talent last year. We had a lot of height last year.
We had a really strong team. I think we had some big hitters, and we were really successful last season.
The expectations for them overall last year were pretty high.
It was a strong team. We definitely had all the power to go all the way.
Our expectation was for them to go pretty far into the Final Four. Unfortunately, we got knocked out in the regional finals with Marion.
It was kind of devastating how everything turned out the last game that we played with everything that went down. But I'm really excited for this season to build the team up and, take it to states.
This year's team, we expect to obviously make it all the way, try to make it to states.
We have 5 varsity players returning. 2 of them are only starters.
The expectations are to have a positive group, working really hard every day in the gym, always ready to take in feedback, give feedback out, and just be motivating towards each other.
I think we're just trying to focus on having a strong defense this year because we lost a lot, and having a strong front row.
We lost a lot of our height that we had last year, but the expectation's still there. The talent's still there. It's just getting them to that pace of the game that they played last year.
Work hard every single day, and of course the dream, states.
I'd say defensively, we're very strong in all positions. Offensively, we have the tools, it's putting them together. But I think our strength would be our serving to start, and then just how scrappy we are defensively to try to keep the ball off the ground. I see us at the top. I know we had L'Anse Creuse North at our kickoff tournament. We lost to them in the finals in 3. It was a great match. They adjusted well to us, and I think that was a little bit of an eye-opener for our girls to be able to adjust in pressure situations. We have a lot to learn in that aspect, but once we get it, I don't see why we wouldn't be in that top 1-2 spot in the MAC Red.
One match I'm looking forward to is probably the Ike match. It's one of our rivals. I think we'll do really good in that game.
Probably L'Anse Creuse North because we played them in our Dakota invite.
I would have to say LCN. They beat us, but it was a close game.
It was actually a really good matchup, and I think they're a really good competition for us.
We play them away and home, so those are 2 games I'm really excited for.
You know, every match to me is exciting. I think every opponent that we face will give us a different challenge, and I think it's good to get these girls prepared for those different challenges throughout the year. The cool thing is I've been with these girls as they went through the program. So I've had them on my freshman when I was the freshman coach or the JV. So I know their tendencies. I know they know my expectations of them, even though they're a little bit higher now being at the varsity level.
Coach Criteser knows us all a lot. She had us her JV season 2 years ago, so this is like the same team. She knows all of us very well.
Mel, that's what we call her, Mama Mel. She is awesome. I had her my sophomore year for JV, and that team was like a family. She just knows how to connect with the girls.
I think she's taken on this head coaching role really well. She's a really positive leader to us.
She knows what things work at what times, and it always works out for us.
I think she works really well with us, and I think we're going to succeed with her.
She just knows how to win and make it fun at the same time.
Overall, I think our team's going to do really well this season.
Sophia Payne, she's our setter. She is what we call the quarterback of the team. She runs our offense. She's another one, very hard worker, hard on herself, but they look at her as a leader and somebody to really talk to them on the court.
To be named a captain, I'm very honored. I like that my team thinks that I can lead them.
Delaney Stryjecki, she's one of our defensive players. I would call her the mom of the team. She is one of the hardest workers we have in this gym. The first one here, the last one to tear it down at the end of the day. She's the one that you can count on.
It means a lot to me. Over the past 4 years, I've worked my butt off, and I think my leadership and hard work every day I bring into practice will keep showing the seasons to come and Cougars to come what it means to be in this gym, and a privilege to be in this gym.
Johanna Tillman, she's our middle. She's a 3-year starter on varsity. Again, a very smart player. Huge expectations of her at the net. She's a leader more by example than vocally, but she's also kind of like a calming piece to our puzzle.
Being at Dakota Cougar means a lot to me. It means being a good student athlete. We're a really good program, I think, for sports. Winning's a big ideal for us, and I'm really excited for this season and what it's going to take.
We like to show our pride. I'm very honored to be on the varsity team at Dakota, and I think it's an achievement.
I live for this program. I love Dakota athletics all around, and I'm just excited to be here and get them going.
Hard work, like I said. We got a big school, big name behind us, and every day we just got to come in and work and show everybody why we're here.
Chippewa Valley Cable Television will have full broadcasts of 3 Dakota volleyball matches this season, including the MAC Red game against the Eisenhower Eagles on September 5th. Marysville will take on our Dakota Cougars on October 9th, and the Romeo Bulldogs will be the opponent on October 17th. We look forward to seeing the Cougars in action all season long and hope you can tune in right here on Chippewa Valley Cable Television. Make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel so you can receive notification of when all of our programming is available online. That'll do it for today's program. A big thank you to both of our teams and especially their head coaches for access to their programs. Thank you as well to the athletic departments at both Chippewa Valley and Dakota. For our hardworking Chippewa Valley Cable Television crew, I'm Brad Fetter saying so long for now. We'll see you all season long right here on CVC-TV. Thanks for watching.